Hello and welcome to Stocks Advisor channel. Here at our channel we are looking for interesting buy opportunities for US based stocks. Today we will have a look at American Airlines Group traded at NASDAQ. So American Airlines Group is actually several trading sessions already, like second week almost, having a volatility around moving average 50, the blue line, which works as a support, and market is actually trying to decide itself either to do reversal and go up or to go downwards. And actually we will today have a look what most probable behavior can be expected here. Just for information, here we have three moving averages depicted. It's a green, blue and red lines being moving averages 20, 50 and 200 correspondingly. Here on the left top you can see their depiction. So that's for ease of understanding. Coming back to the analysis, we need to first of all to understand why the trend will go down, most probably why the moving average 50, the blue line, will not work as a further support. So first of all, we need to see the general downtrend. So general downtrend is consisting actually of two waves. First wave started on June 8th, the very famous day where many stocks of this type actually started decline of their uptrends. And that day we had on RSI extremely overbought situation, so that also dragged down the price down, and the moving average 200, the red line, worked as a resist here, forming a classical huge dark candle. In June of 8 we observed first downtrend which reached to the level of 14 at about of it should be something like 11 of June, and then we had like a secondary wave, just a correction wave up. Then we stopped at the second at moving average 20 at 22nd of June, which probably was expected to work as a support, but it didn't, and then piercing further happened. So now we are bouncing around moving average 20 already second week. And you can see the last three trading sessions actually forming very bearish free red candles, and we already tried to pierce down. The last candle is yellow red, meaning that it's intraday analysis, so we will see by the end of the day how it will end up. But most probably the downtrend will continue here, and the indication for that is actually, first of all, it's a chart analysis. Secondly, it's a global news. So from the chart analysis, we see the continuation of the trend down. We see that the moving average 20 has reached its maximum. Here it's flattening now, and actually it started a downtrend. So we can expect the magic cross down when moving average 20 will hit the moving average 50 from the top, which is usually very strong bearish sign. And it could be either cross down, meaning like the price will be dragged down even before we have the magic cross by expecting it, or it could be just around the magic cross. So anyway, the price should pierce down further. It's strongly expected to happen, although some volatility daily could happen, and probably bulls will temporarily try to win the game, but overall it's downtrend place. Also, you can note that in comparison with other companies globally working in airlines, actually all others are following down strongly. For example, Air France, KLM, which is more also like working in European sector. American Airlines is still working because due to COVID situation, many flights in US are still kind of, well, not completely active, but kind of active, especially if you compare to Europe and other impacted big economies by COVID-19. So also, if we look at convergences, coming back to analysis, you can see that after June of 8, having the classical top of the wave, we went down here, pierced the zero bottom exactly when we were at moving average 20, so June 22. This also worked as a double hesitance, so probably traders thought it will be second wave up, but actually it continued downwards, and we see the wave down is forming, and now looks like the wave is kind of extending, so making its kind of extended shoulder wave, which will until it's formed will indeed put the price down, and then it will be a very nice reversal. Also, if you look at RSI index, after June of 8, it's going constantly down, slightly flattening, but still going further to oversold situation. This creates potentially positive trend as well as here once we have end of wave up at the NYSE index. But for now it's downwards. And if the trend continues, if there is no big news coming, like especially related to COVID and markets, then probably the trend will continue downwards. Also, the situation that COVID statistics is increasing, especially in US from day to day. There is a fear that it will be more stronger lockdown and quarantine measures applied. Therefore, until they are lifted, all transporting companies, everything involved to transportation, especially airlines, passengers, is expected to go down. So if this would happen, we will see several nice buy opportunities for this stock, and the first one will actually be at this level. So if you also compare the trades and let's say the values, the volumes. So this would be the first entry buying box, and the second one actually is quite low here. It's on this level. We'll start somewhere at this level. So this way we have two buying options for this stock. It's box number 1 and box number 2. Here you can buy the 1 and the 2. So most probably we will be somewhere in the boundary between 1 and 2. The price will be dragged down if no other positive news comes. If yes, then we can reverse any moment based on global news. But in general, it will be downwards. We can have some volatility lines here when the hesitance will be on the market, and this would be this line. So once we reach it, we might observe some volatility of price. So similar to what we observed at moving average 50 here, we can probably stay here a little bit before the further pierce. Once we pierce further, the upwards should be observed. Also probably that time, which will take up to 1 month, maybe the COVID situation will improve generally. So it will be positive uptrend expectation for all transporting related air related companies. So we should observe reversal. Also the chart stats will be very bullish in that moment. And then the nice selling opportunities will be, actually the first one will be this green line, let's call it resist. It will work then as a resist number 1. Then we will have another level which can be tested for selling. It will be this line, and then it will be very positive. It can go even higher, but then those will be really strong resist lines. So one is really high up. There is a small one here, but it's let's say too early to discuss about this. So main lines will be R1 and R2, and then we will see on the news. It will really strongly depend what will happen. For the moment, it's actually more bearish, and if this is really confirmed without any positive news, the nice buying options are depicted here. Thank you for watching. That's all for American Airlines. Don't forget to follow our channel.